Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bills going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Now, Cutler on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10. We see this offense, and we see Jeremy Langford, certainly a guy to watch in this game.
He plays a game with great determination, Brandon. In college, he played multiple positions before settling in at running back. He made the right choice.
Now Cutler. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Cutler. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Here's Taylor to throw, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And here's our first look today at this offense.
And let's start with LaShawn Shady McCoy, their star running back. He can do everything. Run it inside, get to the perimeter, and, of course, catch it out of the backfield.
Now it's Taylor. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Bears offense coming back out on the field, and they have to be very excited about what they've been able to do with the O-line, Charles.
He's taking care of Kyle Long up front at right guard. You know he's going to be a Bear for a long time, and that's a great thing for them. But they add Josh Sitton, who Green Bay let go, and now they put him in at left guard. That also protects whoever ends up playing center, whether it's Ted Larson or maybe the rookie Cody Whitehair. Jay Cutler's got to feel better about how they're going to run it and, of course, how he's going to throw it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Cutler. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second and 10 now. It's Cutler finding time. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
10 yards to go on third.
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
On third down, Cutler. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Fourth down. Here's Cutler. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. LaShawn McCoy off to the races, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 51 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team. Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Cutler to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. Kyle Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. Royal making the catch over the middle. It'll be a gain of 6. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Throwing here, Cutler. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done. Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles. It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down caused all of that. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. A great... Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Taylor now to throw on third down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On the counter, here's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In motion right is Watkins. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Mitch Unrein with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's brought in by Kevin White.
Now that's nice to see Kevin White appearing to be back in form because when he came out in 2015, there was a heavy debate. Kevin White or Amari Cooper coming out of Alabama, who was the best receiver? I lean towards Kevin White. He missed all of last year with an injury, but I think he's going to be back in form and quickly.
And finished the preseason strong, catching all 4 of his targets, 57 yards.
A big, strong target. Just has to learn how to run NFL routes, something he didn't do at West Virginia.
And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cutler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
On 3rd down, Cutler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. 4th down. Here's Cutler. He hits White, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, Taylor. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Let's go!
Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? And almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage?
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Carpenter knocks it through, and that will make the lead now 26. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come out here in the eye. On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. This is McCoy, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
Here's Taylor to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out here in the eye. On second down, Langford. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game. On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Now Cutler looking to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On first down, it's Cutler. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Bears are going to get a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Bears. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's got his tight end Miller. Touchdown Bears. Zach Miller, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Barth now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. They'll get the football here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Taylor. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on third and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Let's go!
On 3rd down, Taylor. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Bush, 26 yards. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
After the interception, here's Taylor. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go!
Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Mike's 50! Mike's 50! Ohio! Ohio! Check! Check!
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
86 to man! 86 to man! Watch!
On second down, Cutler checks it underneath to Langford. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Cutler. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, it's Cutler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Cutler. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Sort of a hallmark here of a Rex Ryan team last year, the #1 rushing attack in the NFL, keeping it on the ground here, eating some clock with the lead.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise. Rex Ryan's a defensive-minded head coach. He loves having a good running attack because it helps his defense out in a big way.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's brought down after a good gain. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
This seems almost like a mathematical equation here. LaShawn Shady McCoy goes for big yards running the ball. His team is winning the game. Seems to work out pretty well, doesn't it?
Works out very well. The pride of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania doing his thing again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And Charles, just a blowout in every sense of the word here in this one.
Okay, cliche alert. Right from the opening whistle. As soon as they kicked the ball off, one team was ready to play, the other definitely was not.
Well, you got to use cliches with this one. I mean, it's not often you see a game this lopsided in the NFL.
All we know is that at the end, one team was winning going away, and the other one just wanted to go away.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Cutler's Bears. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This one fielded at the 5. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Now Cutler on first down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile, he makes any quarterback that much better.
Now Cutler to throw on second down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing now, Cutler on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And Wilson has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Marquise Wilson, the one he was trying to get it to. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now it's Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And Bears fans hoping to see more of that from Barth this season after he takes over for Robbie Gould, who's Chicago's all-time leading scorer.
And Connor Barth has plenty of experience and success in the NFL. Spent parts of 5 seasons with the Buccaneers. A big, strong leg and really accurate inside of 40 yards.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Yeldon, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, 66 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead.
I know guys who design defenses. They try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because there's such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The lone setback is Langford, and he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
It's brought in by Kevin White. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Cutler. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Wow, I can't help it. When I see Jay Cutler throw the football and throw one like that with a big completion, I can't help but be impressed.
His arm strength, such an asset. Huh?
It really is, because it gets him in trouble sometimes, but I think it gets him out of trouble more often than that.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
And there's the head linesman right on it, despite him short of the goal line. They gave it to the fullback there, trying to let him just ram his way across. But things are going to get interesting now on 3rd and goal.
Cutler's going to keep it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gained nothing, and all they need are in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jay Cutler taking it in. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. 4th and goal, and they just tell the leader of this offense to sneak it in there, and he got it done.
Yeah, all you're trying to do is follow the wedge that's created in front of you. Center, guards, tackles. Just get low, fire out, and you get low right behind them and get it over the goal line.
Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Lewis. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. Down to about the 22 here. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Bortles now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the I. In motion left, Robinson. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. Final play of the half. It's Cutler. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Here's Brad Nordman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just have a big tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, Mr. Davis, one thing's for sure. At the start of this regular season of the NFL, several fan bases are going to be watching that quarterback position closely. Obviously, you think of the Vikings, the Eagles, the 49ers, the Broncos. Should be some intriguing quarterback play.
I agree totally, and what a preseason it was. Robert Griffin III got named the starter in Cleveland fairly early in the process. Blaine Gabbert got the job late in San Francisco. How about Trevor Siemian beating out everyone, including Mark Sanchez, to become the starter in Denver to lead them in this season? Dak Prescott got it because Tony Romo got hurt, and he'll have to lead the Cowboys maybe even until midseason. And Sam Bradford, expected to be the starter in Philadelphia after the Teddy Bridgewater injury, he moves to Minnesota where he'll compete for that job with Sean Hill.
Throwing now, Cutler on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
2nd and 10. It's Cutler again. Completion left side to Miller. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. To throw again is Cutler. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Okay, before we get too far into the season, I've got to get you on the record right now, my friend. Super Bowl picks, Mr. Davis.
All right, well, you know how much I love the running game, and I think this is a running back renaissance that exists in the league right now. But this is about quarterbacks, too. Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, they're going to come out of the NFC. And the New England Patriots with Jimmy Garoppolo and Tom Brady coming out of the AFC. How about you? Who do you like?
I like both those teams going far in the playoffs, but not to the Super Bowl. I like Cam Newton, very motivated this year, winning it all, beating Big Ben and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, you made an absolute prediction. Okay, I'll take Green Bay over New England. How's that?
Good, I like it. Bortles. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Yeldon, the lone running back. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Here's Thompson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. One receiver left, 3 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now. It's Cutler. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that may have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Bortles will give to Yeldon. And he won't go down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, 15 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Left block.
Bortles is going to throw for it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Cutler to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeldon, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football, and that might be the direction that they're going to go right now. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. Bortles
going to give to Yeldon. And he's brought down. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the offense in a great, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff to Yeldon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Again, it's Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. This wide receiver matchup features two big targets who are also teammates in the Windy City. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Alshon Jeffrey. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. And he'll get this up to about the 40. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. We got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back. And now maybe it'll be...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They toss to Langford, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Langford gets it running left. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Running right, this is Langford. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Cutler. And incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Forte, the lone running back. Throwing Fitzpatrick. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And here are the starters offensively, and one of the wideouts, Eric Decker.
Remember when he came out of school, out of Minnesota, and many thought he was nothing more than a number 2 or 3 receiver? He's proven everyone wrong. He's a guy who's a high-volume catcher and a terrific player downfield.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Caught right side, Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll try to run with Forte. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's caught at the 1. Give him 7 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
On some of these plays, you know what they're really a product of? Really good scouting. Big, tall receiver, play to his strengths, put the ball up there, and let him take it on a fade.
On the ground, Forte. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte taking it in. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Off the play fake to Langford. It's Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
23 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's a first down for the Jets.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they're operating in the red zone. On first down, this is Forte. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Third down, Fitzpatrick. Here's a screen to Powell. Pushing him, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Cutler. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw, Cutler, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Kadeem Carey, 55 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Smith will come in motion right. Fitzpatrick on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And Charles, switching gears for a moment, looking back at the past week, obviously the story that kind of stole the headlines was Bradford going to the Vikings with Bridgewater out. What did you think of that whole deal?
Well, the Vikings have a team that they feel is built to contend for a Super Bowl right now. And they don't want that window to close. And with Teddy Bridgewater's injury, they wanted an experienced guy who's won games in the league to take over their team right here, right now. So they went out and made the deal. A lot of people would say that they gave up too much, but when you're contending and thinking you can win a Super Bowl, that price may not be too high. And for the Eagles, Carson Wentz was their future anyway. They just decided the future was now.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. He was looking for Kellen Davis there as big tight end. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. Now Cutler on first down. He's got that one complete to Eddie Royal. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Cutler. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Forte, the lone running back. He's going to get the football. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On second down, Forte. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And Fitz, the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Fitzpatrick again. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Tracy Porter with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now after the interception, here's Cutler. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Fitzpatrick taking a shot here for Marshall. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw, Cutler. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Cutler will throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Cutler, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He completes it right side to White. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
His throw caught right around the 6. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
We got 3, Pat, we got 3.
Cutler to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. No gain, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd and goal, Cutler got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Cutler now to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that's good for a Jet first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Fitzpatrick with a give to Forte. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Fitzpatrick now going to give to Forte. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Sets up the screen to Forte. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. It's a big play. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. They'll give it up to Forte. And he's going to get and now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. Completes it to Davis. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
A good pickup there at 22. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Cutler will throw. And Jeffrey's got it. The 13 yards that time at a first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Cutler to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Chicago first down. One last shot for Cutler. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And, Charles, when you pull out a close game, the good thing about that is maybe next time you're in a nail-biter in the fourth quarter, you have a little more confidence.
Yeah, you're talking about your memory muscles, right? When you win those close ones, you have that confident feeling that you can continue to do so every time you're in that position.
Now, that said, you would rather win by 60 points, or do you like the close ones, too?
Well, I think everyone would rather win by 60. It's comfortable. Everyone gets to play. But when you win those nail-biters, dinner tastes just a little bit better that night.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.